Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Bella. Can you hear me okay? Because I'm about to mess with everything. So just let me know if you can hear me and stuff. Because I can't hear myself. And then we're good to go. You like the new background? That's all good. Hey, Nikki. Can you hear me okay? You can what? Hear the background here. Forgot to turn speaker on. Oh no. Tell me what I'm doing wrong because I can't hear myself. Oh yes, perfect. Okay. You look so good. Well, this is the steampunk outfit. You got good saying that. Good. So yeah, today there's a few things that we're going to talk about. Let me get this pencil. Unfortunately, the top-down camera, I couldn't get it to work today, so hopefully it'll be alright for next time. But yeah, here we go. So today we're going to be talking about the Vectober again, and this time it's going to be the weekly challenge of the abandoned house for number 10. Sorry, my cat was making a noise. I didn't know what that was. So yeah, this is the official list. You've probably seen this all already. Just zoom in a little bit. There we go. Why not? Hang on, I can't read these. Just get it on my phone, 2 seconds. Finally healed enough for your presentation. Yes. It is still strapped up, as you can see, though. I don't know whether you can see that or not, but it is all strapped up still. But yes, it's finally good enough that I can draw. So here we go. So we're gonna go through not only your entries, but also my entry as such. That it adds the scene the cat. Yeah, unfortunately he's eating over there. I can't get him. If he appears on camera, that's all good. So let's go through the entries first, and then we'll go through what I did. So we'll start off with Nikki's. Now this one is for today's abandoned house in Ballyhill. It does. It really does. I love it when the cats get on camera. Yeah, this is Nikki's abandoned house. It's very cool. Isometric. I was not expecting it to be this good. I was just like, wow, that's awesome. Puts mine to shame. And I'll show you some other entries, which is so Bella has done 2. So this is the abandoned house one for today. And Boss Lady Bella, if you know her on the forum. So there is like a coloring page one. Yeah, it's like a house with a face, etc. Like a tree house. And just looking at this chat, I can sort of like half see it on the screen back there, but I have got it on my phone just here and just in case. It's quite hard to see from where it is. Yeah, like a coloring book scene. Yeah, and wasn't the only entry from Vela. She also did this one, and this was for another day. I forgot what number, but it's Jackie Lantern. Just clear that menu off there. So there we go. You got the sort of like a Jack Skeleton face, and he got the tree behind him and all the other pumpkins, etc. And the bat. It's really cool. Very effective pick. Yeah, absolutely. Like, it's like so awesome. Another thing put me to shame because I didn't have a go at my other prompts. I only did the one all I had time for in the end. So that was the entries. And congratulations to Nikki. You will be getting the orange name in the Discord. And that is for putting an entry in. Unfortunately, Bella won't get it because she's got the red name anyway. And that is the boss lady name. So it won't work. But I can certainly give it to Nikki, that's fine. And I'll put your entries in the other part of the Discord as well that says entries. And they'll stay there forever. I'll never get rid of that. I'll just get like 20, 25 entries, 26 entries, that kind of thing. So that brings us to what I did. Now, you may have seen that I did some assets. So you can put this house together. The link's in the description, by the way. And yeah, so you basically put like windows and doors and signs and whatever you want. There's like a little cat up here. A spider making all these webs everywhere. So I wasn't happy with just being the house. So I did add some extra bits to it. The first thing that I wanted to do, and I wanted to do this for the assets, but I didn't get time, and that was to add dirt. So, as you can see there, it goes from clean to dirty. Let's try and zoom in. So let's go for these steps. Clean steps and dirty steps. Now this is just using the free brush that I made for, I think it was the 400 subscribers. So you might already have that brush, and it's just dirty. I think that's what it's called. And that's all I used, just in brown and green, just to get the different bits and bobs. I'm just trying to find like this. The sign, I think, shows more of it as a. Oh no, I don't know what's happened to the green. that was covered in green as well. Yeah, I must have deleted it or something. But there was all mold on stuff on there as well that I can't see it now. So it's just left with the dirt, unfortunately. So the next thing that I wanted was a background, and I used I'll show you now. So on Pixabay, I just put in like a stormy background and a woods and like lightning and all that kind of stuff, and I came out with this along with like multiplies and show you how many pictures it actually makes up. There's about 6 of them in there, and it's just basically layering it on top of layers, and yeah, just putting like the multiply and stuff like that on there. Different blend these. What's that? I just reading. The steps have come out really good. It has the wood effect. Good. If anyone joins the new Discord, you can add the brushes. That's a good idea. Yeah, you like that background? And then the last thing that I wanted for the house, which I should have included in the assets if I'd have thought about it, and that is some sort of ghost to coming out of the house. So it's like proper old, abandoned, and haunted, etc. So I added this. And it's kind of like a spectral just coming out of the house there. And I just used Gaussian blur and just you know, pencil tool to get the wavy bit, and then just Gaussian blur. And that ghost is actually just another a vector icon off of Pixabay, and I just turned it the same color. A poltergeist, yeah, that kind of thing. I didn't get a lot of time, to be honest, but that was what I came out with. I was quite pleased with the dirt effects going on. Shame I got rid of the green ones somehow. I zoom into this rail, for instance, and turn off the dirt and turn it back on. You can really see it makes a heck of a difference. So yeah, basically you just make the house with my kit and then just add your own effects over the top and behind, etc. You love it. Good. So there isn't really a lot to talk about today. We got the new graphics, etc. The next time we do this will be the Grim Reaper. So I hope to see your entries then. Trying to think what else there is. Oh, I do want to show you one thing actually, and that is back on Bella's one. On her no, not Jack, the abandoned house one. Will it do it? I don't know if it'll do it because you can't into like PNG. But if you have selected all the vector lines, which I'm assuming it is, you could have then gone to the vector fill tool over here and just clicked on one of those white gaps and it would have coloured in that area. So I'll just make someone to show you. And get rid of that from here. And there's another background on. Just gonna make it white for now. If it would do it. What's inside the folder there. Let's bring that out. There we go. It's just white. So yeah, when you add vector lines, just add a couple of different lines shape. Do that shape. Start a new line and we'll do this line say over here as well. Now then, that's the two different types. Just select both of them. Now as you'll see, one is a stroke and one is a fill. So that one's the fill over there. And this one here will actually be a stroke. Just like that. And this is what I assume all your lines are. Is just the strokes. So what you could do in that case is make them convert them to curves. Did I convert convert to curve? Oh no, expand stroke is what I'm after. That's me losing it. So now you can see these nodes. You can drag out if you want to, etc. But just leaving it as the stroke, you can then, with it, select all the strokes that you've just made into those, and then go to we're gonna have to make some more strokes. Wait there. I'm just gonna duplicate that a minute. So we can move it. Just to make a shape, like a sealed shape. on the background on this thing. Yeah, so just like that. So these black lines that you made in the cartoon, wherever they join like that, if you select them all like this, then go on to vector fill, you'll see that those little lines, the blue lines, are actually going all the way around the subject. But if you look on in the layers, if I just tap the vector fill here, see, it will fill in that color, and that's like a good way that you could have just colored that color and page in, and in the layers it'll just add that color, so you could then change it afterwards to whatever you wanted. If I'm on the move tool, yeah, you could just change the color then to whatever you want. I'm hoping that will help you out on that one later on. Yes, I used the expand stroke and then could not fill in the tree area. You got to make sure they're joining and they're all selected, because if they're not joining, it won't work. And also, if they're not all selected, it won't work. So I'll just show you now. If like we select that one, and now try and do it won't work. If I get another one and it's just slightly not joined like this, obviously when you zoom right in, it won't be. And then you try and do it again. Oh, it did the whole thing, but it won't work like you want it to. But yeah, if they're all joint, etc., yeah, and then they're all selected, and you'll tell if they're all selected because you get those weird blue lines in between each one, saying that there's a selection there, and then you should be able to just tap the vector fill on that particular bit. So I hope that helps. Like I say, once you've got the bit that is coloured, you can then do what you want with that particular bit. We used to have to do this the long way because there wasn't such a thing as the vector fill. So let me show you that as well, just in case that's another way that you could do it. And just delete that bit. Okay, so you've got these black lines. What you do, go to the pen tool, and you would actually draw exactly where you want the color. So here and back, and then you'd make that the fill color say blue, and just make sure it's at the bottom of these lines. And that's another way to color it in. You can like make it fit basically by doing it that way. That's like if the lines aren't touching, etc., you can still do it. Let me just get rid of that. I'll show you that as well. So let's move this again. Just take the way so it's not touching. And go on the vector fill. And this obviously won't work, yeah. But if you go into the old way of doing it, make sure they're selected anyway, not that it matters. But when you go into the old way, you could make it work even though it's not joined. Just like that. You know what I mean? Make sure it's underneath the lines afterwards, so that you can see the lines on top. But yeah, like even though it's not joined, you can still see that we can do it. And that is the way that we used to do it before they made the Spectre flood fill tool. So that is another way. I hope all these help. But But yeah, I can't think of anything that I need to go through. So is there anything that you want me to go through? I'll I know the delay, so I'll leave it a little bit. Give you time to think of a question if you need to. You might try daily, yeah, and that is a heck of a challenge. I used to do John's ones daily. I don't know how I used to. I would not have time now. I barely got time to do these ones. Do smaller pics instead. What I used to do, I don't know whether you can remember Akai, but I used to turn Akai into whatever it is. So, I don't know, for this example, a ghostly apparition. So it would be a ghostly Akai and a witchy Akai and then a jack-o'-lantern Akai, that kind of thing. So it wasn't so bad. It's like you didn't have to draw everything again. You just had to draw the extra bit. And that was the way I used to do it. Can I still convert the curves on these? Which ones? They, yeah, get it back. This is lime white. And then a streak on there. So if you've expanded the streak like that, unfortunately it won't go back to convert the curves. See, it doesn't do anything. Unfortunately. But like, yeah, I know what you mean. Like actually like get it back to being a stroke again. Because technically that is convert to curves as such. That expand stroke. Because the convert to curves just gives you the what was I trying to say? The nodes to like change your shape or whatever. Like um go to that one. So let's go into shape. Make it like that. Let's just put it in black. Stroke. We don't need that. So when you convert this to curves, all it's doing is giving you those nodes so you can change the nodes. So it's kind of like it already is converted to curves. But I know what you mean. Like, how do I get back into a stroke? And unfortunately, you can't. There ain't no way. It would be lovely. Is there anything else I need to go through? I should have had a list of questions. Maybe I'll do that for next time. A list of questions to go through of like things that people want explained, and then I can just go from there. That'll be easier. Ah, yes, great idea. Yeah, it's kind of like a cheat to it as such because it's like you're using the same characters. You have to draw the same character. You just got to draw sort of like the outfit of the character, if you like. So it's like a bit of a cheat, really. That is how I used to do it for John's one. It's like you come out with all these things and you just turn that character into each one. Waiting for any more questions. I will see how much I can get done for next week. But just try and do a Grim Reaper at least. And then, yeah, that's all I'm going to be doing. Probably is just the Grim Reaper. Was thinking of tracing the tree out and put color in it. And yeah, like no straight. Yeah, that's exactly what I was doing. So, I say you had this shape, and you just add this streak on it like that. But you just wanted a color inside that, then you could just go into the pen tool. It don't matter if you do it wrong, even like this. And then all you do is go up to the color palette, turn off the streak, and put in your full color. And then use the node tool just to move it up to where you need it, around the tree or whatever. Just make sure that the lines are below the fill to make it look right. So that is one way. Oh, voice cutting out. Wonder why. I'm just trying to think what would make it cut out. I wonder if it's the here. Get into filters. The expander. The threshold on the expander. How about now? How about now? How about now? Is that any better? Obviously, I can't hear myself, so it's like really difficult to do. Well, that is putting the expander down a bit. So hopefully it's not cutting out so much now. But you might hear me breathing, etc. That's the trade-off with the expander. Or if I had a fan on or something like that, it would go to that. So just let me know if I need to take it down or up again. Much better. Good. Yeah, like I said, I had to reset basically everything to get this this new look on, which caused havoc with my mic, etc. I had to try and get all the settings back again and try to remember what I used. And it's like, what? The other thing that I found out is that I made this, I think they call it an overlay, a stream overlay. I made it to 4K because I wanted to stream in 4K. Then I realized my laptop doesn't actually go to 4K. So I couldn't do it. So I had to convert everything down to 1080p again. Tried to convert to curves and it did not work. Yeah, if you've already expanded the stroke, unfortunately it won't. At least you tried. Yeah, I did. So, is there any other Q&As or? If not, I think I'll call it again on this one. And then we'll get into the Grim Reaper next time. And what I'll do, I'll try and get a list of questions so that I can answer them as we go, sort of thing. I think that'll be the easiest way to do it. It's also very hard for you guys just to think of a question on the spot, so I'm not very prepared this time. But I had so much to do with trying to get this like overlay done and the outfit, and yeah, I answered your question. Fair play. But if you need sort of me to go over and actually do it on the tray, I'll do that. So, nothing comes to right. Yeah, that's what I mean. When you're asked, you're like, so I had a million things to ask, and now I don't have anything to ask. Yeah, I think I'll call it for this time. Short streams are good. Okay. So yeah, I think I'll call it there. But thanks for coming, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.